I always ask myself this question: why am I buying pizza aside home before now? This recipe is one of the best pizza recipe you will ever find. Like, this is the best pizza, guys. Stick around and let's make one. If you say you don't eat pizza, it means you haven't gotten the right pizza dough. This one is number one. Check this recipe out from A to Z, you will love it. Now, to start with, everything has to be warm in this part. Your plate has to be warm. Then we also need 350 ml low warm water, 1 pack of dry yeast, not Eastern yeast, dry yeast. That's about 7 grams of dry yeast. Then you will go in with 1 teaspoon of sugar. You can go for any sugar of your choice, 1 teaspoon. Now cover, stir everything, cover up and let it stay in a warm place to brew for at least 10 minutes. After activating your yeast, you want to grab your 480 grams of all-purpose flour. You can go for any other flour of your choice, but all-purpose flour is one of my favorite to use, okay? Now you want to make sure it is sieved, okay? Hobby did ours already. I think he forgot we are making videos, so he did the sieving already. Then you will introduce your activated yeast. Now, if your yeast looks like this, you can see how it's well proven. That means it is working. Then go in with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It has to be olive oil because this is just something that will bring that amazing taste. Then go in with 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Any other sugar will do, and half a teaspoon of salt. Today, I chose to go for a soft life, going for a mixer. You can make your pizza dough without any mixer, okay? You can knead your dough with your hands. If you don't have a mixer, then feel free to do so. If you have one, grab your mixer and do it, okay? Now, this is what is happening to us here, guys. The dough didn't come out as we wish. Oops. In this situation, what do we do when you find that your dough is too soft for your pizza dough? So I have to go in with some tablespoon of flour. So just have it in mind that I could have included this 3 tablespoons to my 480 grams of flour and just share with you. But I just want to do it, make it this way, should in case it happens to you to know how to react. So it might be too soft, adding more flour. It might be too strong, adding a little bit of more warm water just to achieve that consistency or the texture of a pizza dough. And at this point, this is what we have. It came out absolutely good after 3 more tablespoons of flour. Okay, for one reason or the other, yours might not come out the same way. Yours might come out perfectly well, but if it does happen, know what to do. After kneading with a mixer for a while, you want to sprinkle small amount of flour on a working board and then introduce your pizza dough. You want to make sure you have a very plain surface of a pizza dough. This is what I'm trying to achieve here. If you are done, you will add in small amount of olive oil to your bowl to grease it. Also grease the surface of your dough to prevent it from sticking. Cover with a kitchen towel. Bring it to a warm place to stay for at least 1 hour. If you live in a cold country or season, turn on your oven to the lowest number. Let it get hot to achieve that low warm temperature. Okay, let it stay there for at least 1 hour. This has to be doubled in size. Let me say a very big thank you to my returning subscribers. Guys, you are the best. Thank you for always coming back. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Anne Krieger. Thank you for joining our couples teamwork baking part 7. We are about almost there, guys. One more and we are done. Now, I've been into this series of cooking and baking with my husband for a while now. This is the part 7, and we still have one more video to go, where we are also telling a little bit of story about our interracial couples journey so far, the cultures different, language and all that. If you want to get along with the small talk, because we also have small talk to discuss about today in this video. Want to get along, please check out the previous video just to have a little bit of clue of what we are talking or what we'll be discussing here today. I appreciate you all so much for doing that. Thank you so much. Now, 1 hour later, this is what we have, guys. It has proven times 3. It looks absolutely good. Now, you want to give it a punch to let all the air out. It is time to transfer to your working board while we have a little bit of space to tell our story. With, spreading out small amount of flour on our working board or working surface. Guys, this dough is extremely good. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Okay, let us continue with our small talk today once again. Thank you so much, guys, for still watching. I truly appreciate you. The challenges we went through the second year because of the language barrier, because of the culture difference and all that. Now, when I got to Austria, so we need to divide this into 3, okay? While we do our small talk, okay? So when I got here, the thing is that the first year I had the experience of my worst Christmas ever, which we discussed on our last video. So if you haven't seen that, guys, please check the video out, or I will leave a link up here. And then another thing that was for me a little bit uncomfortable is getting to know my husband's family. Now we are living as family, as one. Getting to know my husband's family, his friends, and every other person was a big challenge for me. And there was something he was always doing when I came that I didn't find too funny. Honey, warum war das so wichtig für dich, dass ich mit dir überall hingehe am Anfang als Erste? Das war...
Ja, das Wichtigste ist einfach gewesen, dass du meine Familie, meine Freunde, meine Arbeitskollegen kennenlernst und natürlich auch wie sie leben und so, dass du das alles siehst.
Yeah, her hobby. He's saying the most important thing for him, like what he said, for him, and very important because he needed me to get. Because let me say this now. This is deine. It's washed, okay?
It's washed, ja.
Yeah. So Joy, that is yours. Ein bisschen Mehl.
Ja.
That's me. Du brauchst nicht rollen, Nonny. Ich zeig dir was. You don't need to. We don't need any rolling pin. Hobby is 3. Okay, sorry to cut you short. I have mine. My husband have his, and her daughter have hers. Okay, she will be doing hers alone on her own. Okay, she will be feeling it however she want to have it, and I'll make mine. Okay, this is the interesting part here when every family is doing. So kannst du deine anfangen. So this is how I will start with. Okay, so he wanted me to follow him anywhere he goes. He always want me to come along with him, which I didn't find funny. It's not because I didn't want to go, but because you will get to the midst of his friends. He was going out a lot then, goes to his friend's place, he goes to party, small get together. There was a lot, and coffee drinking with a friend, and he always wanted me there. He always wanted me to be there to come along. So because like he said now, he wanted me to get used to the people, for his people to get to know me, and so many other things. But why I didn't find it funny is that you will go and just sit down there. You don't know what they are discussing. They are talking, they are saying, and another topic, they are talking, they are discussing, and you are just there listening to them. Of course, it's not like they are not asking questions. They will be asking you questions, and you just don't know how to explain it. You start describing with your hands and, saying it was not funny for me. Mostly when it comes to the family gets together, then maybe small party or something. Like I used to sit down like, oh my God, it was not okay for me. I didn't find it pleasant. I didn't find it funny. Okay. So I think I need something here. So guys, we've come this far without me knowing that I did not play my video. All what I've been discussing with you guys since did not work. So I So before we continue, guys, I was about to explain to you how we flatten out our dough, our pizza dough. You can do it however you want it. You can have it thick or thin. It's up to you. Now, again, you will go in with a neutral tomato garlic sauce, okay, or garlic tomato sauce, and then you can spread in anything you want to have, chicken or sweet corn or whatever, and then the cheese, whatever you feel like filling in with or topping in with. This is just the most amazing part when it comes to homemade pizza. So before I forget, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so. So everywhere we go, people are so interested in knowing what Africa is all about. Like, you know how you will sit there like somebody who does not have parents, no mother, no father, alone. You just be looking at them. So it wasn't so interesting for me. So each time he said, let's go to my friend's place, let's go to party, it was always going to party and every other places. My friend's place, let's go to my sister's place. It was not funny for me. I didn't want to go anywhere. But because I also do not want to cage him at home, because if I don't go with him, he will not go. Okay. So I will go in with small amount of oregano. I don't want to cage him at home. I want him to live. Now, I want him to also go out because it shouldn't seem like because I'm here, he does not meet up with his friends again. Oregon. But he refused to go out because I am not going with him. So that wasn't too interesting. The language barrier was there. I wasn't feeling it too funny going out with him, because if I go there, I would just sit down and be looking at them talking. It was not interesting. And the question they always want to know, how is Africa? The suffering over there is too much. Do you like this place? So the first 2 years was not easy, and I didn't know how to tell them that it is not the Africa than they see on TV. It's a different Africa, okay? So of course, Africa, there's a lot happening there, but their own way of thinking of what Africa is wasn't too okay. The question of this, we heard of this bowl, whatever, that. Wait a minute, wait to what? They wanted to know of this this fight in Nigeria. This I don't want to mention his name because of YouTube. Is it really true? I love cheese, guys, so I'm adding enough of it. Okay. So that wasn't too okay for me. And so before we continue our talk first, I hope this camera got this time, okay, because we've gone way ahead. Let me show you what each of it looks like, because we all use different things to fill in. At this point, our homemade pizza is ready to go into the oven. Now, this is what we had for our topping. Mine is with sweet corn with sliced ends and then some cheese, oregano, and all that. Hobby went for onion, ankle fillet, black olive, uh, cheese. The hobby's own is not for me because it was so salty with the ankle fillet. You know how salty this fish fillet can be. And our daughter went with same like mine, just she added some olive, black olive, and she rolled in some cheese in the edge of hers too. Now you will bake for at least 10 to 15 minutes at 180 to 190 degrees C. Oven works differently. You can also bake for 200 degrees C. It works differently. Just keep your eyes on it. It should have been more than 15 minutes and your pizza will be ready. Now, her daughter's own was the first to finish because she didn't brighten out hers. It wasn't too bright. She made it mini, small but fine. And that's it. We added some burrata. She added burrata to hers and I too. And guys, this is the best pizza I've ever eaten in a while. The last best pizza I ate was in Italy. And then this pizza, if you try this recipe, I bet you if you don't come back, I will come for you. Like this is the best. I love thick pizza. It was so crunchy and delicious, filled in perfectly. Thank you guys for still watching. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section. Do you understand? Can you see what I'm saying? Can you just get my point with the burrata? I love pizza, guys, and this is one of the best pizza you can ever imagine. Homemade is homemade. You have everything you want inside here, and nothing was left behind. The plates was empty. I see this guy so salt, and I just loved it. Now, stay tuned, stick around for the upcoming video where we'll continue our last gist, how everything went out for us, the happy end, how we overcame all the culture shock and, and all that. Leave your opinion in the comment section. Like, don't go without liking, and see you all in my next one. Bye for now.